Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Money Matters Top Tips for Success, where each and every day I bring on new business owners, entrepreneurs, and executives and have them share their top tips for success with you. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, moneymatterstoptips.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Leah Siegel on the line, and she is a registered representative over at Transamerica Financial Advisors. Leah, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Adam. Glad to be here.
So I'm excited to get more into what you're doing over at Transamerica, but before we do that, let's get a little bit further into your background. So how did you get started in your career in business?
What a great question. I will start off by saying this was not my background at all. I was actually a mom of 4. I was a librarian at a private school, and I was also a massage therapist working at a spa, at a chiropractor's office, and had my own practice. What led me here was actually a financial rock bottom, where after a divorce and having a very successful financial marriage, having to give up that lifestyle and not being able to afford some of the basics and raising 4 kids by myself living in Los Angeles was very challenging. And I found myself in the victim mode of, how am I going to strike it rich? Am I going to have the courts come through in my favor? Maybe find a very rich guy, get back to where I was. But the reality was I really had to take ownership and responsibility. And thank God for best friends who can point you in that direction, and woke me up and said, Leah, you got to learn about money. You got to learn how money works. And it wasn't that I didn't know how to make money. I really was not keeping my money. I had poor habits. And that started off as a child, growing up, being the oldest of 11 in an Orthodox Jewish home. Money was never discussed. And so I just saw paycheck to paycheck. I thought that was normal. And then living in a marriage where we made a lot of money, we just kept upgrading our lifestyle, bought a $2 million home, big traveling adventures around the world, bigger cars. And what happens is that the more money we made, the more money we spent. And so I carried those habits even after my divorce. Even though I was making money, I wasn't saving at all, didn't have any good habits around, what is a credit card, what is saving for retirement. And so this, I would say, rock bottom led me to learn the industry. And I found a mentor and a coach, and I decided to really take this seriously and show my children a good example of what it means to make good money, but also save good money and get out of debt and plan better. And what it turned into a successful career of showing others how to do the same. So when my life got reinvented, I decided it can't just end there. I need to show others how to turn their life around and provide hope for them.
That's awesome. So that being said, there's some younger entrepreneurs and also some people that are just maybe graduating college or just getting started, and they're thinking about a career in finance and financial services. What kind of advice would you give that newbie that's considering a career in financial services?
What a great question, because I meet people all the time in this industry. And the one thing I would say is make sure you have some ownership. Don't, do this and get other people rich. Because if you're going to work in this industry and understand what it means to help people invest and how to help people get insurance and how to help people get out of debt, you want to walk away with clients that belong to you. You want to have passive income. You want to have residual income, renewals, and trails. You don't want to just make another financial company more wealthy. So what sets us apart, the way we do it, is that I have ownership. I own my book of business. I own not just, my assets under management. I train and coach and mentor other people how to get licensed. And so the advice I would give you is, are you structured in a way where you have full ownership, where you can actually sell your book of business or retire and just live off of the passive income and not have to give up everything because you walked away?
That's awesome. Let's switch it up a bit. I want to get into what you're doing over at Transamerica. So you hinted at it, but let's go a little bit further. Tell us more about your business.
Okay. So there's 2 sides to what I do. One, I help families financially, but it's a comprehensive review. I don't just go in there and start investing their money and start getting them life insurance. I do a complementary needs analysis. And I find that to be important because that's like a roadmap to where you want to go. We talk about a family's or a business owner's needs. We talk about where they are today and where do they ultimately want to go. Where do you see yourself 10 years, 15, 20, 30 years down the road? And that encompasses many things, like what does your emergency fund look like? What's your debt look like? Do you have IRS debt? Do you have student loan debt? You know, we literally take apart, like you're going to the doctor and get a physical, we do the same with your money. It's like a checkup and it's free. So what we would do is we would talk about your savings goals, your retirement goals. Do you want to pay off your mortgage? Do you want to support a parent who's maybe aging and they need you to support them and they're ill? Maybe you want a dream vacation. Maybe you want to buy a yacht, right? Maybe you want to send your kids to college. So we talk about your dreams and goals. We look at where you are today. We go through your budget, and we talk about how much you need to save. We talk about what type of insurance you need, what's the best fit, and we give you your FIN number. Your FIN number is your financial independent number, how much you need so you can retire. And then we help you break it down. We work backwards and say, if you need, let's say, $5 million by the time you're 65, how much do you need to save today to get to that goal? And then we find the right places to put that money. So that's one aspect. What I do on a larger scale and what makes me more excited is taking someone who never really had a chance to have something to call their own. They want to be a business owner. They don't want to invest too much money into a business. They're not sure how to do it. They don't know how much time it's going to take. And I show them how to do this business. It's really about building leaders. And so when people say, well, Leah, what do you do? I really say I'm in leadership development in the financial industry, because I find if you can show someone how to become financially independent, you're a winner. You know, it's all about duplication and finding the right system in which to do that with. You know, I'm lucky that our platform provides the mentorship, the support. Just like I was able to do it, I now show others, other men and women from all ages. You know, as long as you're over and have a social security number and a clean background, of course. You know, felonies, misdemeanors matter in this industry. We're dealing with other people's money. I've licensed people in their 80s, believe it or not, who really just said, I want to learn more about money. I never had that chance. So it's also about recruiting and giving them the opportunity to learn this industry and then providing that duplication that they can also become a mentor. Does that make sense?
That's awesome. And so that being said, Leah, if somebody's listening to this and they want more information on your practice and to connect with you, either because they maybe need one of those reviews done, or on the other side of things, they're looking at you more along the lines of mentorship and the opportunity that you offer, what's the best way for someone to connect with you?
Great question. So I'm very old school, and I say, please call me. My phone number is the best way to reach me, and I'm very good at getting back to you. And then I'll give you my Instagram handle because I also love social media. They can check me out. I love showing people who I am as a mom, as a businesswoman, and you can see all sides of what excites me. So my phone number is 323-228-9448, and my Instagram is Leah Siegel 7. I'll spell that for you. LeahSiegel, the number 7.
Perfect. Well, Leah, I really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about your background, triumph, and also all the great things you're doing over at Transamerica to help your clients and also to help other people succeed in finance. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review, do all those great things we do to support our podcasters. I really do appreciate it. And Leah, thanks again for coming on the show.